That is the best duck for flat ground I've ever seen. Oh my God.
Hey everybody, making improvements here to the AXYS. I know we like to do our little upgrades, and one of the things that a lot of people notice with these sleds, and I'm always getting questions about it, is how do I make it run a little cooler? When I hit the trails, it gets hot fast. Scratchers are the answer. I mean, we put scratchers on these and we make a big difference, but the boys at Nextech have come up with this awesome little titanium scratcher here for both sides, and we're gonna install those today, and we're gonna tell you why these are an amazing thing to have. Now your usual, I mean, these are completely battered. These are some that I picked up somewhere. These just mount in the stock little holes here up at the front. But you can see they've taken quite a bit of abuse. I think by the time you get these, they're about 60, 80 bucks Canadian. Not talking about American pricing. They're kind of far out. They lose their spring and they kind of become ineffective after a little bit of a while. And one thing you'll notice is that how far they roll down the skid rail here. So when they come in contact with the snow, it's starting to throw it up right back about here. It's not going to be as effective for the cooling of the sled and adding a little bit of lubrication here for your sliders. These babies mount in the same stock position. This is where they're rolling, right about here. And they're pointing straight down. Big spring on there, very resilient. It will take a lot of abuse. You can reverse with them, obviously. So these are going to be a great little addition. Not only are they super lightweight because they're titanium, but they point straight down. The snow that's going to be coming up off of these, and look at the bite that these things have. This is pretty intense. I mean, that's going to be pretty incredible. These are 2.6 inch paddles, and that's going down about another 2.5 inches easily past that lug. So it's going to be ripping some snow up. The snow is going to come onto the skid a lot earlier, and it's going to help with the lubrication, obviously, and the cooling of the sled, and that's kind of what we want. So we're going to install these. It's going to take just a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you how to do it because it's pretty cool, actually. It's actually magical how these attach. There's this little inner spring nut here, the spring nut, that little baby, sort of screws right down on the inside of that. There's not a big giant long nut that goes through this and holds it onto your skid. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense, right? So they came up with this pretty cool idea here. And it is really cool. I think it's amazing. This little cap goes on. But all we're going to do is we're just going to seat that cap onto the spring from the start. So now we're just going to take that nut and screw it in all the way and then back it out about an 1/8 of a turn. Shebang, right there. Just gonna still hold that in place. And we'll just install this little amazing creation. Just gonna back that off a little bit. Check that we still have our 1/8. We do. And then I'm gonna tighten it up again. That's it. Remember that noise when you were a kid? Did you ever do that, Simon? Do you know where that noise comes from? The door stops. Drive my mother crazy. Obviously we need to retain this thing. So we're gonna put that right about here. I could use a punch. A little bit of blue Loctite on there. This is your little retainer. Your little J bolt. We're going to call that the J bolt. These are the boys at Nextech. One of those. We're almost out of Loctite. I want to thread that all the way up. Snug that up. That's it. That's pretty easy install. That's the titanium ice scratchers from Nextech, available right here at Power Mods, of course, or give them a call. I can't wait to use those. I mean, I don't really like trail riding, but you got to get to the POW somehow, right? So thanks for watching. Keep coming back as usual. Make sure you check us out on social media. Check out Nextech, carbonsled.com. We have a suspension coming for this that's going to blow your mind. They've made the lightest suspension. I don't think there's ever been one this light. It's 24 pounds with the mounting hardware. Unbelievable. So we're going to be mounting that in here as well. Thanks for watching. Yeah.